Good morning. Okay. We welcome you for the pre-bid conference of the following projects: 23HM and 89, 23HM 118, 23HM 119, 23HM 120, 23HM 121, 23HM 122, 23HM 123, 23HM 124, and 23HM 125. So, I will be the one reciting this since our back chairman is on official business in Cebu City. So for the first discussion will be roll call for all attendees by Engineer Rex Impal, and then followed by the brief description of explanation by the back for the basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, and then followed by requirements of bidding documents, including instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specification drawings, bill of quantities, and forms. Then followed by documents to be submitted by the bidders, checklist, technical and financial proposal. Criteria and procedures for eligibility check, primary explanation of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification of the lowest calculated bid and awards. Then summary proceedings, including supplemental bid collecting solution. And the last one is the discussion comments from the bidders. So let's all welcome Engineer Impal for the roll call of attendees.
Good morning, everyone. These are this pre-bid conference. First is we have the presiding officer, Vice Chairman Gina N. Sugabo, regular member Jima G. Kalibo, provisional members Dennis A. Tuwala, G. Vincent C. Paleng, Ernesto S. Remolio Jr. And we have also the head of the TWG, Christian George Paleng, and member Ivan John B. Diang. And also we have the member of the Back Secretariat, Maria Estrella Gracia M. Remolio, and yours truly, Rex M. Impal. And we have also from observer from Alcanto, Alejandro D. Carpio. Since we have the Vice Chairman, regular member, and 3 provisional members, therefore the BAC is in quorum.
So for the presentation and explanation in the back, to discuss for the basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, is given to Ernesto S. Remolio Jr.
Good morning, everyone. So, for the basic contract data of the following projects, project number 1, contract ID is 23HM0089. 001 ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, secondary roads, severe circumferential road, kilometer 33 plus 67 to kilometer 33 plus 870, and kilometer 51 plus 195 to kilometer 51 plus 313. Appropriation is 14,520,000. ABC is 14,229,600. Project duration is 116 calendar days. Major category is RCP, roads, construction, PCCP. Physical target is 351 linear meters. For project number 2, 23HM 118, capital outlay, convergence and special support program, construction, rehabilitation of water supply, septage and sewage rainwater collector system. Location, Banban Elementary School, Timbaon Elementary School, Lazi Medicare Community Hospital, Basak Elementary School, Enrique Villanueva Central School, Candanay Sur Multipurpose Building, and Candanay Norte Barangay Health Station, SIQUIJOR. Appropriation is 2,376,000. ABC is 2,316,000. Project duration is 90 calendar days. Major category is water supply, level 1, construction, shallow wells, rainwater collectors. Physical target is 66 linear meters. For project number 3, contract ID is 23HM0119, MOOE, maintenance, repair, and rehabilitation of infrastructure facilities and other related activities, public buildings, repair and maintenance of public buildings, repair and maintenance of DPWH buildings, Secure District Engineering Office Services, Motor Pool Building, Lorena, SIQUIJOR. Appropriation at ABC is 1 million. Project duration is 45 calendar days. Major category is buildings, construction without price. Physical target is 1 story. For project number 4, contract ID is 23HM0120. Capital outlay basic educational facilities fund. Batch 1, construction of elementary and secondary classrooms under the DepEd's basic educational facilities fund. Construction of 1-story 2CL at Kimba Elementary School, Lazi, SIQUIJOR. Appropriation is 6,052,500. ABC is 6 million. Project duration is 85 calendar days. Major category is building construction without piles, low rise, 1 story. Physical targets 1 story. For project number 5, contract ID is 23HM0121, capital outlay basic educational facilities fund, batch 1, construction of elementary and secondary classrooms under the DepEd's basic educational facilities fund, construction of 1-story 2CL at Pinandagan Elementary School, Lazi, SIQUIJOR. Appropriation is 6,052,500. ABC is 6 million. Project durations 85 calendar days. Major category buildings construction without piles, 1 story. Physical target 1 story. Good morning. For item number 6, with contract ID 23HM0122, capital outlay basic educational facilities fund, batch 1, construction of elementary and secondary classroom under the DepEd's basic educational facilities fund, construction of 1-story 2 classroom, Lugugan Elementary School with an appropriation of 5,043,750 and ABC of 5 million with calendar days of 55 with major category of BIC, WOPLC, buildings construction without piles, low rise concrete frame, with physical target of 1 story. Item number 7, contract ID 23HM0123, capital outlay basic educational facilities fund, batch 1, construction of elementary and secondary classrooms under the DepEd's basic educational facilities fund, construction of 1-story 2 classroom, Bisong A Elementary School, Maria SIQUIJOR with appropriation of 6,052,500 and ABC of 6 million and has 85 calendar days with major category of BIC, WOPLC, buildings construction without piles, low rise concrete frame, and physical target 1 story. Item number 8, with contract ID 23HM0124, capital outlay basic educational facilities fund, batch 1, construction of elementary and secondary classrooms under the DepEd's basic educational facilities fund, construction of two-story four classrooms. Maria Integrated School, Maria SIQUIJOR, with an appropriation of 12,105,000 and ABC of 12 million and has 120 calendar days. With major category BIC, WPLC buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, and physical target of 2 stories. Item number 9, we contract ID 23HM0125, capital outlay, basic educational facilities fund, batch 1, construction of elementary and secondary classrooms under the DPH Basic Educational Facilities Fund, construction of one-story, 3 classrooms, Tagibo Elementary School, San Juan Secure, an appropriation of 7,565,625 and an ABC of 7,500,000 and has 95 calendar days. With major category of BIC, WPLC buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, and has physical target of 1 story. The drafting and opening of these bids is on July 25, 2023 at 10 a.m. That's all.
Good morning. To continue the requirements of bidding documents, this is including instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special condition of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities and forms. The bidders shall submit one original and 2 copies of the first and second components of its bid. Content of bidding documents. The set of bidding documents for the specific contract at hand consists of the documents listed below and bulletins issued in accordance with ITB Clause 11. Number 1, invitation to bid. Number 2, instruction to bidders. Number 3, bid data sheets. Number 4, general condition of contract. Number 5, special conditions of contract. Number 6, specifications and drawings. Number 7, bill of quantities. Number 8, checklist of technical and financial documents. Number 9, bidding forms. The DPWH shall post the complete set of bidding documents at its website, www.dpwh.gov.ph, and at PhilJibs, www.philjips.gov.ph, for the general reference of the public for every contract to be procured, starting on the first day of advertisement of the invitation to bid. Any prospective bidder or other interested party may those view or download the bidding documents from the aforementioned websites.
To continue for the requirements of bidding documents, the bidders should note that the procuring entity shall only accept bids from the bidders that have purchased the bidding documents from the office indicated in the invitation to bid or have downloaded the bidding documents from the websites of DPWH and PhilJibs, subject to the payment of the fee for the bidding documents upon submission of the bids. Submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bidding documents. The DPWH procuring entity shall also make hard copies of the contract-specific invitation to bid available to prospective bidders upon payment of a bidding document fee in accordance to Appendix 8 of 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Good morning. For documents documents to be submitted by the bidders. Checklist of technical documents. First is technical component envelope plus A documents. Legal documents consist of A, valid 12 GIPS registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, or B, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission to SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, for sole proprietorship or cooperative development authority for cooperatives or its equivalent documents. And C, mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of prospective bidders is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And D, task clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For technical documents, consists of statement of prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And F, statement of bidders, single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And G, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And H, original copy of bid security in the forms of surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing liquidation. And I, project requirements which shall include the following: A, organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience. Data. C, list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreement, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. And last, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority of its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidders. So,
List of financial documents. The prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total uncurrent assets and liabilities stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission, and the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial component envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, and original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, and duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and cash flow by quarter.
For preliminary examination of bids under Section 30 of 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Prior,
For the eligibility check, as per section 30.1 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, states that the bank shall open the first envelopes, technical envelopes in the public, to determine each bidder's compliance with the documents required to be submitted for eligibility and for the technical requirements as prescribed in the said IRR. After opening the first envelope, the bank shall simultaneously conduct the electronic eligibility check and preliminary examination of the technical components of the bids. Electronic eligibility check shall be done by using the data and program in the DPWH Civil Works application. Only the participating contractor who submits the original receipt for the payment of the bid documents for the contract issued by any DPWH field office will be considered by the procuring entity to be undertaken with the electronic eligibility evaluation, clause number 26.1 of the instruction to bidders.
again for preliminary examination of bids, section 30 of 2016 revised IRR of RA 918. Prior to bid evaluation, the bank shall examine first the technical component of the bids using pass or fail criteria to determine whether all required documents are present. Bids that fail to include any requirement or are incomplete or patently insufficient shall be considered as failed. Reading out and recording of the following: letter A, name of the bidder; letter B, whether there is a technical modification or substitution; letter C, presence, amount, and validity of the bid security; letter D, presence and or absence of each document comprising the technical proposal as per checklist of the required documents. Only the bids that are determined to contain all the bid requirements of the technical component shall be considered for opening and evaluation of their financial component.
The criteria and procedure in the detailed evaluation and comparison of bids as per section 31 of the instruction to bidders, where A. The procuring entity shall evaluate and compare in detail only the bids that are rated as complying or passed for both technical and financial proposals pursuant to ICB clause number 26. The bid with the lowest price in the ranking shall be identified as the lowest calculated bid. Letter B. To determine the lowest calculated bid, the bank shall use non-discretionary pass or fail criteria as stated in the IB, which shall include the consideration of the following: number 1, completeness of the bid; number two, arithmetical corrections; and number 3, evaluation of equal footing to ensure fair and competitive bid comparison. The rule on discrepancies for section 32.2.3 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. In case of discrepancies between A, bid prices in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. Letter B, total price per item and unit price for the item as extended or multiplied by the quantity of that item, the latter shall prevail. Letter C, the stated total price and the actual sum of prices of component items, the latter shall prevail. Letter D, unit cost in the detailed estimate and unit cost in the BOQ, the latter shall prevail. The corrected per item cost for all items shall be the basis for the corrected grand total cost. The total calculated bid prices are obtained after making the detailed evaluation and corrections according to the above mentioned criteria.
For criteria and procedure for post-qualification of the lowest calculated bid or LCB. Section 43.3 of the instruction to bidders states that if the bank determines that the bidder with the LCB passes all the criteria for post-qualification, it shall declare the said bid as the lowest calculated responsive bid, LCRB, and recommend to the hope to award the contract to the state bidder at its submitted price or its calculated bid price price, whichever is lower. Per DO 127 Series 2018, pursuant to item 34.3 BII of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of RA 9184, and to ensure that all DPWH projects are completed without delay, all bids and awards committees, central, regional, district, are hereby directed to strictly apply, among others, during the conduct of post-qualification award of contract to the following guidelines. During post-qualification, the bank shall determine the bidder's compliance through letter A, verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience. B, verification of competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the contract as against the minimum requirements under the bid data sheet. C, verification of availability and commitment and/or inspection and testing for the required capacities and operating conditions of major equipment units. Letter D, checking the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts. The bank verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence. The agency shall disqualify the contractor from the award for the procurement of infrastructure projects. The results of the contractor's performance evaluation system, CPES, should also be considered by the concerned bank in determining the responsiveness of the contractor's bid before any award of the contract. That's all.
Good morning. For the award to the bidder with lowest calculated responsive bid, per section 37 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, the bank shall recommend the award of contract to the bidder with LCRB, HRRB, or ECRB after the completion of post-qualification process, within the period not exceeding 15 calendar days from the recommendation to award a contract. The hope shall approve or disapprove the said recommendation. Prior to issuance of notice of award to the contractor, the bank shall check whether the contract is still within the bid validity period and all the legal, technical, and financial requirements shall still be valid. Within 10 days from the receipt of by the winning bidder of the notice of award, the documentary requirements should be complied before the contract may be awarded. In the event of disapproval, which shall be based only on valid, reasonable, and justifiable grounds, as provided for under Section 41 of this IRR, the hope shall notify the bank and the bidder in writing or such licitude and the grounds for it. When applicable, the bank shall conduct a post-qualification of the bidder with the next lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid, as provided in the section 34.6 of this IRR. That's all.
For summary of proceedings, including clarification, amendment of bidding documents through bid bulletins, the entire procurement process shall be in accordance with the updated 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 and its implementing rules and regulations. The procurement schedule will be followed unless amendment will be issued. Bidders may request clarifications or an interpretation of any part of the bidding documents. Such a request must be in writing and submitted to the procuring entity at the address indicated in the bidding documents at least 10 calendar days. The deadline before the deadline set for the submission and receipt of bids. The procuring entity shall respond to the said request by issuing a bid bulletin. The bank, upon its initiative, may also issue supplemental bid bulletins to amend or clarify any provision of the bidding documents not later than 7 calendar days before the deadline for the receipt of bids. Any supplemental bid bulletin issued to the Bids and Awards Committee shall be posted on the websites of the DPWH and Philippine government electronic procurement system or buildings. It shall be the responsibility of the bidders who secured the bidding documents to inquire and secure supplemental bid bulletins that may be issued thereupon. However, bidders who have submitted bids before the issuance of the supplemental bid bulletin must be informed and allowed to verify or withdraw their bids in accordance with instruction to bidder clause 24. That's all, ma'am.
Any questions from the leader? Wala, kahit leaders. Sa online. Wala raman. No viewers. Okay, since there's none, so let's thank you and good morning.